Welcome to another Photoshop tutorial, and in this tutorial I want to show you what you can do with the hair. Here I have made something and I want to show you how to add a shine on the hair. I want to show you how to dark the hair or to light it up, and I want to show you how to color the hair. I delete the layers. First, you duplicate the background layer. You do this with Ctrl J. Then you go to the adjustments layers over there and you choose the curve, or it's called gradient curve. I don't know how this is called. First, you make a point in the middle of the line and drag it a little bit up. You can see the hair gets brighter, and when you drag it down, you can see it gets darker. I want to make this a little bit darker. Then you add a layer mask to this layer and fill it with black. Then you choose the brush tool and draw with white over the parts of the hair where the effect should works. So I draw about here. I make this really fast. You can take more time for this, and now you can see the hair is more dark before and after. Now we want to delete this little hairs on the side because it don't looks really good. For this, you put the opacity from the clone stamp tool up to 100%. Now I have deleted the hairs on the side, and you can do this on the forehead too. I don't have to make this at this picture. And now I wanna delete these hairs over there. I do it with the clone stamp tool too, but in this case I want to use the repair tool to make sure that the texture isn't blurred. And so I take the texture from here and put it over here. I don't wanna delete more hair. I only do this to show you the effect. And now we wanna color the hair a little bit. For this, you make another adjustment layer. Go to shade and saturation. I don't know how it's called anyway. Then you choose a color. Do this. You can do this like this, or you can put a, or you can choose colorize this, and then there's a bigger effect. I want to make it a little bit blue, like this. And now you make a mask, fill it with black, and you can take the selection from the gradient curve. Press Ctrl and hit the left mouse button. Then you will get the selection. Now you take a big right brush and draw in, and now you can see there is something that was not selected, so we add this and paint it only in white on it. I want to set down the opacity a little bit so that it looks a little bit more realistic. To improve the edges on the hair, you take the black brush and you only paint over there and you can't see it anymore. Now we want to make a shine on the hair. For this you make a new layer and paint with white on it, and you paint in white where the shine should be. I make it over the other shine. I think that's the best place it can be. And then you choose the smudge tool, put it up to maybe 36% and only drag it in the way the hair lays. I want to set it a little bit up. Now you choose something like 20% and draw it more into the white. Smudge a little bit so that it looks like it's really on the hair. You can make it a little bit smaller, then it looks more realistic, but I don't have the time for this. Now we want to paint a line through all this, our good looking shine, and choose a bigger size of the smudge tool. Put it up to 50% and really smudge it there and there. The part with no white should not be so big. And then you only have to put down the opacity down to 7%, and you can see there is I put the opacity a little bit more down to 4%, and you can see for before and after. The shine in this case is not really realistic, but it is one way of many, and I think for the beginners it's the best way. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and see you at the next tutorial.